the items on the agenda for tomorrow night.
Before we move forward, Mayor,
Yes.
I'll leave it to the pleasure of the council. We have two presentations that are gonna come out of our Public Service Committee. Tomorrow, for sure, we want Allison to give the update on the water, because more people watch the Tuesday. The other one could be a workshop item about, roads budgets, that's very brief. But do you guys prefer to have, at some point in the meeting, Greg come up and give that tonight, so we don't do two tomorrow?
I don't think it's a long agenda. I think we probably do them both tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. All right, great. Proceeding, item 360-21, which is position vacancies, and that's for an additional 2 police officers to be hired. Items 361-21 and 362-21 are both for regular payroll, May 21st to June 3rd and June 4th through June 17th respectively. Item 363-21, which is a roadway reconstruction program, and it's for $1.1 million, and it's from the motor fuel tax funds, and the projects that it contemplates are Walsh Avenue, storm sewer and curb gutter, this is for all these projects, DeKalb Street, Door Avenue, and Helen Avenue. Additionally, there's a proposed reconstruction project for CDBG funds, and that's for Park Avenue with the same issue, storms, curb, and gutter, and roadway reconstruction. Item 364-21.
Mayor?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Question on this one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I mean, do you want me to
Oh.
start now? So,
On the contract?
on this contract,
Yes, sir.
so I see the bid for the unit, and then there's a second amount showing only for the one contractor for the $75,000? Am I reading this incorrectly?
I think
So the
that there
total bid is
was,
$163,000.
right, and there was one for the chiller. I don't know if nobody else bid on the chiller or not. I can't
I guess my
address
question
that.
is, since we have a bid, grace for local bidders, which both Johansson and Anderson and Peter Perrell are, and on the base bid, one is about $600 difference. I didn't see if they didn't bid on the chiller or how that came about.
You know, Councilman, I can't answer that. I don't have that information. I can find that out for you.
Okay.
And I will get you an answer
Thank you.
on that. So that's 364-21. Again, that's for a replacement of an air conditioning unit that was broken at the museum. The next is 365-21, and that's on the award for emergency sanitary sewer replacement. And this was during the pre-lining. There was an issue where the sewer actually collapsed on some of the contractor's equipment, trapping it there. And so there was an emergency work to replace 100 feet of the then deteriorated pipeline. Next is 366-21, and it's the award for contract assessment in the parking facilities. And that's not just the parking facilities, but it's a citywide downtown parking issue, as their schools of thought are, do we charge for parking, do we not charge for parking, do we keep the parking decks? So they're gonna take a look at the entirety of that and hopefully give us some, a way forward and some points for discussion. Next is 367-21, which is a award for contract to repairs of well 25D pump and motor. This is for a rebuild, which is $33,000 as opposed to a new one, which is $61,000. And staff believes that the best way forward on that is to do a rebuild at this point. The next item, 368-21, was removed from the agenda. 369-21 is purchase for water metering equipment from Corn, Maine. And that's for the various water meters that were replaced throughout the city. So it's just a replenishment of the supplies that we have. Next is the professional, is 370-21, which is professional service agreement for conducting pre-treatment. This is a water and a federal EPA mandate that we do this. So this is for all facilities here, for us to be able to continue to treat our wastewater, which flows into the river. The next is 371-21, and this is professional services agreement for commercial water services, GIS mapping. This is a continuation of a project that was initially started in 2016, and it gives us a feel for where all of the water mains are. And as we continue to move on this will be going to houses, et cetera, so we know where our water lines are, where our water issues are. This is critical, especially in light of last year, if you recall, where we had various water main breakdowns. Next is 372-21, which is amendment number 1 to the construction agreement with CSX. Again, this is the Hobart Bridge project. We had committed to that, and this work is required to complete the widening of the road as part of the I-80 Hobart Road interchange improvement. Next is 373-21, and it's a professional services agreement for the construction of phosphorus removal from water at the water treatment plant. 374-21 is a change order to the final payment of the 2021 root control program to Dukes, and it's a decrease, so in the amount of $2,494.39. Next is 375-21, which is a change order and final payout for the emergency cleaning of an arch concrete utility tunnel. And the reason that this took place was there was a delay as we were repairing the water main. There had to be a part that had to be shipped from the East Coast, and that caused a delay, which then caused an increase in the price of the project. Next is 376-21, which is change order 2 for the 2019-2020 large meter replacement. And this is extending the contract to the current contract person to continue to do the work that's already been done. And it's the installation of 2 flow meters from I-55 water main crossings and a continuation of on-call meter work associated with large meter failures. Next is 377-21, and it's payment for the 2021 wastewater discharge NPDES permit fees. And this is, again, an Illinois requirement that the National Pollution Discharge Elimination System, and we have a permit for that, so we need to pay that. That's the permit fee for that, for the city of Joliet. Next is 378-21, which is payment of the 2021 membership dues for the Lower DuPage Watershed Group, the amount of $26,795.96. This is a group we've been a member of, and there's approximately 12 entities who have joined together to conduct water sampling, permit conditions, and prepare required planning documents. So this is a group of which we are a member of. And we continue to be a member, and it's critical that we maintain these relationships with these various communities, especially as we move forward to the regional water solution. Next is license and permit applications, and this is an ordinance, and this is 380-21, and it's an ordinance amending the 2021 annual budget for the city of Joliet, and this is for the HVAC system that we had mentioned earlier. So if that helps some of that. I know initially on that there was an emergency for that because it broke down, and so I know that they needed to get out there right away to do some work. Next is resolutions, which is 382-21, and it's a resolution approving intergovernmental agreements with the Illinois Department of Transportation for traffic signals, and this is where the state charges us for any traffic signals that they maintain, and we charge them back for any of this traffic signals that we maintain for them. Next is the 383-21, which is a resolution requesting authorization to enter into a 2021 Justice Assistant Grant between the City of Joliet and Will County, and this is administered by the Department of Justice. Will County gets the money, and we split it between Will County and ourselves. So it's each in the amount of $28,768.50. So that's the intergovernmental agreement saying that we're authorized to receive this money and then send it. Next is a resolution, or correction, 384-21, which is authorizing the acceptance of a grant from Will County Stormwater Planning Commission in the amount of $10,000. Next is 385-21, a resolution authorizing substantial amendment to the CDBG-wide funding. And this is, HUD has allocated an extra $828,874 funding to the city in an effort to support the needs of the residents here in the wake of the pandemic. The funding is, however, very limited in how it can be used, and we must have an application for these funds to HUD. It's got to be received to HUD by August 13th of this year, so just a few short weeks ago. Let's see. And that concludes my my comments.
Next is public comments. Is there anyone that would like to speak under public comments this evening?
Mayor, I want to apologize. I don't know who let Julie in. I tried to stop her.
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Could you say that a little louder?
I apologize, yeah, I tried to keep you out and let everybody else in,
Oh,
right?
you can't keep me out. No. But anyway, good afternoon, Council, Mr. Mayor. I am Julia Alexander, and we are here on behalf of Including You, Inc., a 501c3 charitable fundraising organization which serves non-for-profit, community-based organizations. And we are happy to be back in action again after a long year of being out. We are excited about what's going on in our city center, and we're excited about opening back up. And so we stand before you today and ask for your blessings and support in Including You, Inc. Our recipients this year would be the Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and I know most of you probably know them and the wonderful work that they do here in the city and the county, as well as the male performing crew of the National Hookup of Black Women. And so these are two organizations, that really serves our community and doing an awesome job. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your unwavering support. You've been with us from the very beginning, and you are still with us. So I want to take my hat off and thank you for that, as well as our council, my councilman, Terry Morris, and then a few other of you. Well, Larry, if you give 200 this year, I'll put you in there, you know? And Joe, thank you for being there for us
Tony.
as well. Come on, Tony. No. Okay, and so, and Jan, and thank all of you. And so we're seeking your support, but I'm not a speaker, and you all know that because I've been up here many times fumbling. But I'm going to allow Ms. Patricia Meade to come before you. Once again, thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, Council.
Thank you.
Good evening, Council, and thank you so much for having us. I know many of you know me. You know what I stand for, and I stand for Joliet as one community. I also stand for our underserved here in the Joliet community. I am a member of several 501c3s, and yet this, I'm so proud, because we were fledglings 3 years ago. Our first opportunity to bring our community, Joliet, together. We had 500 people who attended. The second year, we had 1,500. This year, we're praying that we are as successful. But the point and the matter of why we do this is because when we spoke with the mayor, Joliet is one community. We are more alike than we are different. And until we can come together as one, it will only make us stronger and make us more vital and help us recover from this horrible thing known as COVID. As you know me, I'm a nurse at Amita St. Joe's Medical Center. I'm also a nurse in the Illinois Nurse Association. I'm also Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Kappa Mu Omega Chapter, and Central Region of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority. So as you see, as I stand before you, we help each other. That is who you see, that is who I am. This group of folks here that I stand in front of, and they've allowed me to speak for them, I've never been more proud of an organization in my life. As you know, we started from nothing with just a couple people. And now people know who we are. And people are willing to help us because they've seen what we have done in the community. And we do walk the walk and we talk the talk. It is about our community. We live here. That's where this pride comes from. This is where all this hard work comes from. You know, with COVID, trying to get someone to sponsor you and support you has been very, very difficult. But people have been receptive in that they recognize us and they know that we stand by what we say and we do what we say we're going to do. I come here today because we are going to move into 2021, God willing, and we are going to reach out to our people in Joliet. There are more people that are attending that are different nationalities, and that makes us so proud because that's what it says. Joliet is one community. So the more we come together, the better we are, the stronger we are. People are encouraged, again, because of COVID. And we just need to smile again. We need to laugh again. But the outcome is even better. Because if you look at what we've done in our past, we have reached out to our youth. Not only are we the National Club of Black Women and their male youth group, we're kind of focused on those children. Our Kids Zone is amazing. The children love it. We've given monies to the Fairmont Center because we want them not only have a respite and somewhere safe to go after school, but also to learn. And so that's the type of things that we support. The Boys and Girls Club downtown, it all speaks to our youth, and that's what we're centered on because we need to help them survive and thrive. So I stand before you again, and I thank you for listening to me. We ask for your support. We will only get better and better because the stronger we are, the stronger Joliet is. And that is what we stand for. We are not just another organization. We live here. This is us, as the TV show says. And so therefore, we're good to go. We're going to pray about it because in Jesus' name, we can do anything. So, and again, you always want to help each other and do unto others, because I sound like I'm preaching to you now, but I am. Okay. So again, I thank you, women and gentlemen of the board. Thank you so much. Please consider sponsoring us or assisting us or being there for us, because we are doing good. And the best way to know you're doing good is when people recognize you for the good you've done. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the mayor. As you know, we went out on strike. Everybody knows it. The world knows it. It was 100 degrees, 108 degrees every day. We had no rest facilities, restroom facilities. The mayor did come by. He said, what do you need? And we said, the nurses really need a restroom. So they don't have to walk 2 and 3 blocks to find the nearest restroom. We don't deserve that. We worked too hard for that. We've given our lives, and we're struggling to save lives. And he stood up and he helped us. And for that, the nurses wanted me to let you know that we're forever grateful because you recognized the need and you took care of it for us. And I apologize for some of the blowback, but know that the nurses that serve this community of Joliet, Illinois, and Greater Will County area applaud you and wanted me to give you that opportunity, to say thank you so much because it was well appreciated. And with that, I say good evening and thank you so much.
Could you give the date, the time, the location, and what's going to be happening this year, including you?
It's the City Center across from Rialto, and it's August 21st, and it's 5:30 to 11:30.
There'll be entertainment and food.
Yes, absolutely. We've got vendors, we've got street vendors, giving some of our merchants a chance to come back and try to like rebuild and restructure and renew. We've got food vendors, we've got people selling all kinds of articles that they have. Again, we've got the Kids Zone. They're bringing in some animals we've reached out to every place in Will County.
We are proud to say that this year we are partnering with the Will County Health Department.
Yes.
They will be down there administering COVID shots for anyone that would like to get your shot. So the health department will be on site this year.
So we hope to see you there.
Very good.
I'll remember faces. So again, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for this opportunity to let you know what we're doing and where we've gone and where we're going. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I think, Larry, can I get some feedback from you? I just want it from you. No one else has to say anything. What's your feedback, Larry? So, but before we go, and I know my time may be up.
Here's my fee, I got a question for our city manager, Jim. Jim, the 800 and some $1,000 in extra CDBG money specifically to help nonprofit organizations right through the COVID effects,
Yes, sir.
could this group qualify? Can we readjust those numbers at all?
I'd have to check with,
You can check with me,
Key?
Jim.
yeah, I'm sure, exactly, but I think we already have those identified because it was such a short notice. I know that Councilman, Morris had asked about that, earlier, about how that was done. But it was done, unfortunately, in a kind of a rushed manner just because of the short timeline.
Can you check on that tomorrow?
I will check on it.
I'm not
I
talking
will
about
absolutely check.
$100,000, no. But, 5,000 shaved off
No,
the other four.
I don't know if it's that easy to, but
Right.
I will certainly take a look at it. I promise you, Councilman.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
How's that for feedback?
That is great. You know what?
We'll see what we can do.
Jim, you and I have just become friends. I'll see you tomorrow in the office. Look, Larry, you started it. But before I go, Mr. Mayor, I would like to introduce a few of our. We only brought our executive and some of our chair committee people, so we kind of want to still stay safe. But I would like to introduce a couple of our new members. As you guys can see, we have new members. We have Miss Ticey Bell. Raise your hand, Ticey. We have Miss Kathy Washington Hester. Raise your hand, Kathy. And, well, we have a couple of more, but they may be locked out because the doors are locked. But we're happy, we're proud, Mr. Mayor, that we are bringing in, our group is getting really big. They're just not here today, but the group is getting real big. They believe in our mission, they believe in our dream, and our purpose, and we believe in it too, because we believe in our city. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right.
I did receive a request for closed session. So is there a motion to go into a closed session to discuss personnel, collective bargaining, land acquisition or conveyance pending or threatened litigation, after which the meeting will be adjourned?
So moved. Second?
Been motioned and seconded to approve. Councilman Clement?
Aye.
Councilman Guerrero?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye. Councilman
Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Mudrin?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman?
Aye.
Councilwoman Reardon?
Aye.
Motion carried.